Peace, everybody. Seiko. So, this is the very first video for the new Beyond Clouds YouTube channel. And so, I figured it would probably make sense to make a little video telling what it's all about. So, I know most people who come through and accidentally see this video, whatever the case is, may not really know where this is coming from. So I'm gonna start at the very bottom, basics. So my son's name is Murid Abdullah Muhammad. His native name is Nishak Makwak, and people translate that into the English to be Two Clouds. So that is what he had become known as, Two Clouds. And so he was an activist. He was he fought for water rights, land rights, for his father's tribe in particular, which is the Ramapo Lenape. And he also was doing some work with my people, the Ganyaga, which are known as Mohawk. And so that's what he was really into the past a little more than 5.5 years of his life. And so what this whole Beyond Clouds organization is a continuation of his work, because he was actually found, his body was found in early July on the prayer land, the religious land there in Mawa, which belongs to the Ramapo people, and it belongs to the Ramapo people because of him, alhamdulillah. But so his life was really cut short. He had just turned 30 in May, the end of May, and me as his mom, as his partner, forevermore, it is my job to honor him and continuing his mission. Now, let me say that, Beyond Clouds will continue and expand it. Let me say that Murid, his work did not just start with the Ramapo like a lot of people probably think it did. He's actually done mission work since he was a little boy. His first organization was actually started when he was 10 years old, and it was for boys. It was to do things with boys in the community, in their families and stuff like that. He's always done things dealing with service, because alhamdulillah, I had the privilege, the honor of homeschooling him and his siblings. I've actually been homeschooling for 25 years, but that's how I raised my children to be, revolutionaries. And I know that whole revolutionary term might present negative connotations for a lot of people, but all it is making changes for your community, for the people, you know what I'm saying? So that's how that was always my intent for him. And I'm through the pieces that he actually did that sort of thing. And I've done mission work for years and years and years, so it just makes sense that Beyond Clouds had to be born. So we'll be doing a lot of things pertaining to education. So just everything from core curriculum work, so math, science, stuff like that, but also with the languages. My son, he was prolific. He was a linguist, and he spoke many languages, like conversationally, so fluently, essentially. I don't know how many he spoke at the time of his transitioning, but I do know at one point he spoke about 14, and that was before he learned Muncie and Mohawk and stuff. And there were like other languages that he was working on. There was a couple that he was merging to make his own language. He just loved languages. And So that absolutely has to be a part of the educational programs that we will present to the people via Beyond Clouds. Also health, definitely health. Again, he was raised, I used to work in a health store in the herb department for years when he was growing up, and so it of course translated into him becoming more prolific with that also, with herbal medicine, natural healing and such. All of my children, alhamdulillah, can heal themselves naturally, so that's pretty cool. Elders, elder care, that's even something that I still do now within my work. So we'll do a lot of elder care. Elders mean so much to my family, and he was no different. He did a lot of things for the elders in his, his space, that were in his space. And yeah, so just so much, I can't hardly think, so much, so very much that I intend to develop within the organization. But let me say that my intention for Beyond Clouds is for it to always be grassroots organization, because it's been my experience that staying self-sufficient virtually, basically not accepting government monies or corporate monies and all that, keeps the integrity of the work that people seemingly start out wanting to do before they have to start answering to other entities. And so Beyond Clouds, again, my intention is for it to be for the people, from the people. And so yeah, we doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? Keeping my baby's legacy alive, for my grandbabies, for my nephews, for my nieces, for my siblings, you know what I mean? For my community. This is what I grew up with this whole mind state passed on to me from my mom. And so, this is just what we do, and we need to have this. We need to have programs within our communities. We need to, bring back some of what the Panthers were doing, some of what, listen, it's something that needs to be done. And I hope that as time goes on and y'all see our accomplishments and see the work that we are doing, that you will come on board, because there's a lot of work to be done, and no one can do it alone. Like no one can do it alone. And why should anyone have to? There are enough of us. We have enough money, we have enough resources, we have enough skills and talent. There's zero reason why we should need to go elsewhere asking and begging and conforming. So with that, I'm gonna say peace, and I hope everybody having a good day.